Good afternoon. This is Judge Alyssa Perez, resuming the criminal docket for the 210th District Court for April 7th, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we're streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our next case, please?
In cause number 2020-0D0-1784, State of Texas versus Demi Alexa Guevara. Announcement of counsel, please.
Roa King for the state of Texas.
Good afternoon, Judge Bill Hicks on behalf of Demi Guevara. Ms. Guevara and I are both present via Zoom.
Thank you, Judge. And so we were just continuing from this morning, and actually probably since Tuesday, the final hearing plea deadline. We're set for trial tomorrow. How are we doing on that? I guess, is there a new rec? Is there an agreement, or what are we working on, Judge?
Judge, we both, Ms. King and I have been going back and forth discussing the plea recommendation. And at this time, Judge, Ms. King and I would enter a joint motion to continue the case. We feel that the ends of justice would be met if we were able to continue to negotiate. As I indicated this morning, we're very close in our plea negotiations, and if we're I would hate to go into trial being this close, and I would also hate to continue to negotiate overnight and then show up tomorrow morning and announce a plea and not have the opportunity to the court to dismiss the jury with our being this close and not being able to continue to negotiate. My client has authorized me to disclose some of our confidential defensive information to Ms. King that I feel will help further along our plea negotiations. This has been information that we heretofore kept confidential, and I believe that we will may go ahead and push us over that hump that we need in order to get to the place that we would be comfortable with a plea. So if the court is amenable, Ms. King and I have agreed to enter a joint motion for continuance orally at this time.
Okay, how far off are we in terms of the rec?
The plea rec right now is 2 years straight probation.
Mm-hmm.
We have asked for a time served recommendation, which is my client has something like 8 months in, 9 months in, something like that.
Wow.
So she has a lot of time in. So it would be essentially that's where we are. 2 years straight probation versus a time served at 9 months, something like that.
So I have a few, I hear what you're telling me, Judge. I have a few other concerns. You know, I received from Tuesday to today, I received a violation notice on the PR bond for your client. I don't recall if we've had issues with her checking in before. Actually, I think I might have seen that this week. I know she's here now, but I'm not really inclined to put this very far out, if at all. I mean, Ms. King, what, if there's going to be any movement, I mean, what's the real holdup?
Your Honor, so it was during lunch that Mr. Hicks actually emailed me, letting me know that he has some information that his client has allowed him to disclose to me. I don't know what that information is. And that's why as of right now, I'm going with the 24 months straight probation. But if I don't, I have no idea what the nature of the information is, so I can't.
Okay. But, you know, I don't have a problem if we push it back, but it's not going to be very far. I'll go ahead and grant, because you all are in agreement. I guess there's maybe something new, outstanding that might change things, and rather than spin our wheels, but I'm not going to push it back far. So we're looking at the 29th of April. 4/29 is the jury trial, and 4/26 is the final hearing plea deadline. With Ms. Guevara here, you know, they've basically sent me the violation notice for PR. And I part of it is that some issues with her reporting to PR. And then I did look over the PR bond order. I don't have it in front of me. There were some conditions regarding some mental health treatment that have not been complied with. So Ms. Guevara, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
So I'm receiving, no, well, hold on a second. I'm receiving notices from PR bond that you're not compliant. And I'm not gonna, I kind of want to say that, Judge, at some point you might have had difficulty or previous counsel might have, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Might be misremembering. So
when I started my PR bond, I told them I was on probation and that my probation had given me, it was a juvenile probation. They gave me drug counseling, mental health counseling, classes and everything. And they told me that it was fine as long as I went to those, they would like comply, like they would count, but they switched me officers. So I don't know if that officer was not aware of it.
Ms. Guevara, what I'm going to tell you, and you can speak with your attorney about this, is that you need to get squared away with PR bond, because I've already received basically a request from them telling me that you're not in compliance and basically notifying me so I can issue out a capias for your arrest. And so you need to get with PR bond immediately. In addition to that, I know she's failed to report here. You know, she's here now, and I'm sure that's because you reached out to her, Judge, but she's not compliant. And so if for whatever reason, we do not have a trial or some other resolution that end of April, you can expect that unless she's squared away with PR, I'm going to issue a capias, Judge, okay?
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll get you your settings. Ms. Guevara, you stay in contact with your attorney, Mr. Hicks, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right. Take care.